And this is the part where we invite any of the county or municipal officials to speak. What we're looking for, anything dealing with the redistricting, but primarily what has worked with the present districts, and you can talk about the congressional, senatorial, or House districts. What's worked, what hasn't worked, what should we be looking at this time around, because the work we do impacts local communities. And the first person I'd like to call would be Dave Weaver, who's the Ohio County GIS person. He is the map guy. So the legislation we pass, he has to somehow fit it on this map and make sense of it. So Dave, if you would come forward and give us a presentation.
Basically, I'm going to expand on what she said here. When the census does this, they draw up, they get us in the counties, as we all know, then they do tracts and then they do blocks. And I've got a map here of all the blocks in Ohio County with the total population on each one. What it kind of forces us to do with these lines is not to draw through these blocks. I can't tell you how many, if we draw a line through them, how many people are on the south side of that line, how many people are on the north side of that line. Now these do follow roads and streams and blocks. They're pretty good. Are they perfect? It's the federal government. So I'm just setting up some basic rules. We can either include a block or exclude a block. To draw a line through one and try to be part of a block, we're cutting our nose to spite our face at that point. We don't have information. So this is just pure logistics. And I have them here. They're public information. I got them right off of census.gov. And I have to do a little manipulation to get the two things together, the population and the census blocks together. But other than that, anybody wants to look at it, they're free to go on census.gov or to look at these right here. And set them up here wherever you like.
Okay. Just good. Thank you, Dave. Okay, there's a question mark here, but I want to give him a chance. Ohio County Commissioner Tim McCormick.
I'm Tim McCormick, Vice President of the Ohio County Commission. First of all, we appreciate you and your committee coming up here to open this up to the public and everyone that's involved with this. As far as districts are concerned, congressional districts, Ohio County doesn't have any concerns. Senatorial districts, we really don't have an issue either. We've got two senators who represent the three northernmost counties in West Virginia. Senator Kessler, if I'm not mistaken, you have a small portion of Ohio County also. There's Senator Edgell, both. The biggest concern we have is we have 5 delegates that represent a portion of Ohio County. If there were a change to be made, we would like to see that condensed so that there are only the 2 representatives from Ohio County representing this county. We have 2 others from Brooke County representing small portions of our county. There's Scott Varner has a small portion of the southern part of Ohio County. If it's possible, we'd like to see that all condensed so that Delegate Ferns, at this point, Delegate Ferns and Delegate Storch could represent Ohio County. The biggest complaint we get at election time are people who go to vote. They think they're going to vote for either Delegate Storch or Delegate Ferns, and they see someone else's name that they're not familiar with because they're not from Ohio County. And that's one of the main reasons. It's more from public concern than anything else. The other situation, and David touched on it, was when boundary lines are drawn, it would be much more amenable to everyone if we could use some sort of landmarks. Instead of just saying, you know, here, there, drawing a line on a map and saying this is where the line goes. Well, if you look at that line and you put a microscope on it, you may find that that line's cutting a house right in half. So you have half a household voting in this district and another half a household voting in the other. And we have that situation right here in the county. If you could use some type of a landmark, a stream, a road, some type of structure that would divide one side from another so that there's something concrete to go by. I think that would be our biggest request, if for the lack of a better term. And again, we appreciate you all being here. If you get hungry later, this is a selfless act of helping ourselves out. The Highlands is 4 miles up the road. Great places to eat, great places to shop and enjoy yourselves. And the Highlands is something that a lot of you are very much involved in helping us establish. Thank you.
Okay, we have the Marshall County Clerk and Deputy County Clerk, Marshall County Clerk Jan Pest, and then Winnie Riley.
I did Mark start.
No, I know it was blank, but I wanted to acknowledge that you're here and give you an opportunity if you want to say anything. Did you?
No, actually, I agree with Tim. I understand that we have a unique situation in Marshall County that we are self-contained with we have our 2 senators. Our districts are not divided by a little portion, like a little portion of where they go to Ohio County and the senatorial district and the delegate district. But our counties have been totally contained, which is a good thing. We don't have that situation when our residents go and vote. They know who they're voting for. They are the people from our county. And I really would hope that that would continue to be the same. And I think all counties that are divided have a situation that it's not, that they feel they're not represented sometimes, because depending on when the people are elected. And I would like you to consider that someone. I understand about the population situation, but there also should hopefully be some thought to keeping counties represented by the people that actually live in the county and reside there.
Thank you very much. Okay. We have, she said no on this one, but Sandy Parkins, right, from City Clerk for Chester, she's present.
I said no.
I know you said that. I'll put you on the spot. And all the county municipal officials, or did I miss somebody?
You missed somebody.
Please introduce yourself. I'm sorry.
I'm Eleanor Strait. I'm the county clerk in Hancock.
There you go. Okay.
And
She put no.
yeah. Well, I feel we're very lucky in Hancock. We're at the very top of the state, so we're in the first of everything. And I really would appreciate staying that way.
Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Okay, and also we have from the Secretary of State's office, Jackie Harris from Charleston, Policy Director. She's here as well, Jackie, back there. Okay, all right.